Close your eyes. Now open them. In that fraction of a second, you traveled more than 500 kilometers through space. You didn't feel it. You never do. Right now, you're standing on a planet spinning on itself and racing around the sun. And the sun itself dragging us through space at hundreds of kilometers every second. We are one point among hundreds of billions of stars, turning in a vast spiral, suspended in nothing, held together by invisible forces. And yet, here you are, feeling still. Why? Because your senses are lying to you. Your entire experience of reality is a magic trick. Everything you think is still is moving. Everything you think is solid isn't. Everything you think you see is almost nothing. And today, I want to show you why what you think you are isn't what you are at all. So let's start with the most basic question. What can you actually see? Turns out, almost nothing. Well, not completely, but close. Look around you. You're seeing less than 1% of what's actually there. 0.0035% to be exact. Right now, invisible waves surround you. Radio waves carrying voices through the air. Infrared heat radiating from your own skin. Wi-Fi signals streaming through every room. X-rays passing through your bones. You see none of it, not one single wave. And it's not just your eyes. You're also deaf to most of reality. You hear only between 20 and 20,000 hertz. It's like catching one note in an entire symphony. Elephants communicate below 20 hertz, sending messages across 10 kilometers. You can't hear them. Dolphins speak to each other at frequencies 7 times higher than you can detect. The Earth itself hums at 7.83 hertz. You're deaf to it. Right now, a whole world of sound surrounds you, and you hear almost none of it. Your senses are a tiny window onto an infinite reality. You experience such a thin slice of what exists. So when you think you understand reality, when you think you know what's real, you're basing that on 1% of the information. And this limitation doesn't stop at the edge of the world. It follows you all the way in. Because even that 1%, even the things you can see and hear, they're not what you think they are. Take your own body, for instance. Now, hold out your hand. Looks solid, doesn't it? It's not. You're made of atoms, everything is. And atoms? They're almost entirely empty space. All the actual matter, all the stuff with mass, is packed into the nucleus, a tiny core at the center of all that emptiness. You are 99.9999% empty space. If an atom were the size of a football stadium, the nucleus would be a marble in the center. That marble? That's all the solid matter. The electrons? Tiny specks orbiting at the stadium walls. Everything in between? Nothing. Now imagine your entire body, trillions of atoms, each one mostly empty. If you squeezed out all that emptiness, removed every bit of space between and within every atom, you would collapse into something smaller than a grain of salt. Your entire body, smaller than a grain of salt. That's all the matter you actually are. So why does your hand feel solid? It's the electromagnetic force. When you touch something, a table, a person, anything, the electrons in your skin repel the electrons in their surface. That repulsion feels like touch. But you've never actually touched anything. Every surface is a force field. You're not a thing. You're a dance of forces in empty space. But here's where it gets stranger. Those atoms, the ones that are mostly nothing, they don't behave the way you'd expect. For centuries, science searched for certainty. Classical physics worked. Cause and effect, action and reaction, solid matter doing exactly what the equations said, predictable, reliable. We built bridges, cities, civilizations on it. Then quantum mechanics came along. It studies the smallest building blocks of reality, atoms, electrons, photons. At that scale, the rules changed. The world stopped behaving like a collection of things. Take an electron. We imagine it as something tiny, doing one thing at a time, occupying a definite state. But that isn't what experiments reveal. An electron can spin clockwise and counterclockwise at the same time. It's not this or that, but both simultaneously. A physicist named Schrödinger pushed this logic further and proposed a thought experiment to show how absurd it really was. Imagine a cat in a box. Inside the box is a device that can be triggered by a single atomic event. If it triggers, the cat dies. If it doesn't, the cat lives. Before you open the box, the atom has not decided. According to the math, the cat is both alive and dead. The cat exists in what is called superposition. And since we never see a half-living, half-dead zombie cat, something else must be happening. The act of opening the box creates the outcome. Before that moment, there is only possibility. And that's where the true strangeness begins. It extends to movement itself. The double-slit experiment, one of the most mysterious in all of science, showed us that when particles are fired through two slits, one at a time, they do not choose a path. Instead, a wave pattern appears. They behave like probabilities. But the moment we look, the pattern vanishes. The particle becomes a particle again. Observation didn't just reveal the truth, it altered it. This is the observer effect. And if your mind is spinning, it's about to spiral further. Some particles are born together, entangled. And no matter how far they travel, even if separated by galaxies, they remain connected. When one changes, the other responds instantly. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. He hated it because it shattered his sense of how the universe should behave. And yet, every experiment confirms it. The phones in our pockets, the MRI machines that peer into our bodies, GPS satellites circling the Earth, they all depend on this bizarre quantum truth. And so we are left with this. At the deepest level we can reach, Reality is not fixed. It is not solid. It emerges through interaction. It becomes real only when observed. And those same particles, those mysterious, probabilistic shapes of energy, are forming your body right now, organizing without instruction, coordinating without effort. And that is you. At the quantum level, particles do impossible things. But when you zoom back out to the human scale, the mystery doesn't disappear. Those same atoms, behaving just as strangely, are organizing themselves into you, into a body that runs itself. Your heart beats right now, around 100,000 times a day. You're not consciously doing that. Your lungs breathe while you sleep. Your stomach digests. Your immune system fights wars you never see. Wounds heal. Cells replace themselves. You don't consciously control any of it. Go deeper. You started as a single cell, then two, then millions. And somehow, those cells knew what to become. Heart cells organized themselves into a heart. Neurons wired themselves into a brain. All from the same starting material, with no one directing the construction. DNA orchestrates billions of chemical reactions simultaneously. Proteins fold into precise shapes. How does matter organize itself into lungs that breathe, into a heart that beats for decades without stopping? How do seemingly unconscious atoms build a conscious being? There's an intelligence coordinating all of this. But it's not your intelligence, not the you watching this. So what is it? Science doesn't know. But everything we've discovered, from empty atoms to invisible forces to self-organizing cells, points to one undeniable truth. Reality is far stranger, far more open, and far more mysterious than your senses will ever show you. This intelligence doesn't hold still. It moves. It changes. Now, take a breath. The oxygen you just inhaled will become part of you, in your cells, in your blood, in your brain. Now exhale. The carbon dioxide you just released was inside you seconds ago. Part of you is now floating in the room. Where do you end and the air begin? Nowhere. There is no boundary. You're constantly exchanging atoms with everything around you. Nearly all the water in your body is recycled every 2 to 4 weeks. Your skin cells replace themselves every month. In 7 years, nearly every atom in your body will be different. So are you even the same person? And if you're constantly becoming the environment, constantly exchanging with the world, where is the boundary? There isn't one. You are the room, the air, the world. You just think you're separate. If there's no clear boundary between you and not you, there may never have been one to begin with. So where did all those atoms come from? Every atom in your body, except hydrogen, was born inside a star. The carbon in your cells, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, all of it came from stars that exploded billions of years ago. Those explosions scattered atoms across the cosmos. Over billions of years, they drifted, collided, formed planets, and eventually, they formed you. You are the universe experiencing itself, literally. When you look at the night sky, you're not separate from it. You're made of it. Stardust, gazing back at the stars that made you. You are not in the universe. The universe is in you. So let's talk about what the universe actually is, because it turns out it's mostly made of something we can't see. The universe is made of something. We just have no idea what. Everything you can see, everything you can touch, stars, planets, galaxies, you, me, all of it is only 5% of the universe. 5%. The other 95%? 68% is dark energy. We don't know what it is. We just know it's accelerating the universe apart, faster and faster. 27% is dark matter, invisible. We can't detect it directly, but without it, galaxies would fly apart. Together, that's 95% of everything, and we can't see it, can't touch it, can't find it. We only know it's there because of what it does. The universe, the one you are, is made mostly of mystery. So let's come back to where we started. Look at your hand again. Almost all empty space, held together by forces you can't see, borrowed from stars long gone, changing even now. Nothing about this is fixed, not the atoms, not the body, not the story you tell about who you are. And yet, here you are, breathing, feeling, aware. You're used to believing the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. It feels obvious. It feels true. And yet, it's an illusion created by your position. The same is true of almost everything you experience. Your entire sense of reality is filtered through the narrowest possible channels. And that isn't a flaw. If you could perceive everything at once, every frequency, every wavelength, every field, every angle, you wouldn't see anything at all. Total information is the same as no information. Your senses don't show you reality. They carve out a thin, livable slice from infinite possibility. Your limits are not a flaw. They're part of the design. They're what lets you be here at all. There is an intelligence moving through this moment that doesn't need your effort or your control. Your heart knows how to beat. Your cells know how to organize. Life is already happening. You are part of a process, vast enough to include uncertainty, and intimate enough to be happening as you. You are emptiness, and emptiness is not lack, it is possibility. A cup holds water because it's hollow. Space holds stars because it's open. The gaps between your atoms are where forces can act, where change can happen, where possibility waits for an interaction. You are not locked into a moment. You are the flow, briefly given a name. And if nothing is fixed, then how you meet this moment matters. And something beautiful is always possible. Now close your eyes, take a breath, feel it.